corn is castrating you and you are letting it, you're in big trouble because you are destroying your masculinity. You see, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, once said, there will come a time where men will turn feminine and women will turn masculine. And when you look around in the 21st century, that's absolutely the case. You see, the reason why men are down so bad, they're not progressing in any aspect of their life, is because of watching them dirty and demonic sites. Because it involves away your mind, body, and soul over a pixel. Think about that. You see, you're literally emasculating yourself. How can you do that to yourself? It shows that you don't respect yourself. You don't love yourself. You don't care about your purpose. You don't care about your life. You don't fear God. Because if you do, you won't do this to yourself. You won't consume fake stimulation, fake dopamine. That's what you're doing, watching dirty sites. Watching two people getting paid for your entertainment. You see? Fake stimulation, that's why you're so good to talk to women. You're insecure. You lack confidence. You're so good to express yourself with women because of watching dirty sites. You see? You wonder why you're not progressing in your, in your ambitions, your goals. Because why is that? Because you've let out your life force energy so powerful that it creates another human being. A drop of semen is like 40 ounces of blood. A drop of semen is like running 20 miles. And you let that all go away. The nutrients, threw all the nutrients away because of a pixel. Just for short-term gratification. But the consequences far outweigh the short-term pleasure. Think about that. You see? Then when you've done it, you feel shame, embarrassment. You go through all these thought processes of why you did it. No, you was very aware and conscious of why you did it. You didn't know by accident. You love that short-term feeling. Okay. Yeah, I did it. But then you start to analyze yourself. Come back to your senses. They realize that you effed up. You see? So you're literally emasculating yourself over a pixel. And that's why men, because what I've realized in my day-to-day life, that men don't care about conquering, dominating life. They don't care about goals. They don't care about pain, suffering. All the men care about, what is that? It's having fun, pleasure. Netflix, junk food, no exercise, not learning no skill, not get after their careers, not being influential, impactful. All they want is just have fun. They just want to chill, relax. And that right there, it's a waste of time, energy, potential, and a wasted life. So God gave you all these tools, and you decide, I just want to relax. I just want to have fun. I don't want to suffer. You fear. I fear suffering, pain, suffering. Nah, it's not for me. You're not being your masculine self. But if you be your masculine self, you're all about dominating, conquering. You see, masculinity is all about endless suffering. Endless suffering. Pain, suffering from now all the way to the end of time. It's all about pain and suffering. That's it. Don't get twisted. I'm not saying that you can't celebrate your wins by your pleasure, by going on a holiday or whatever that you define as fun. I'm not saying to do it, but it's got time and place for that. You see, it's got time and place for that. But on a day-to-day basis, you need to be all that you can be. You need to be your highest level of your masculine self, which means being mentally, physically, spiritually as strong and financially as strong as possible. Otherwise not being masculine self. You might have changed yourself, you might have changed your name to Sarah. And that's a great shame and embarrassment for a man hasn't got a desire to be all that he can be. That's a great shame and embarrassment. It's a major sin. Because God didn't put on this earth, God didn't put you on this earth to be mediocre, be average, just be a normal statistic. But unfortunately, there'll be a lot of people, a lot of men, that's their fate. That will do that. They will be in that cycle for the rest of their life. That's what it is. You see? But again, to change yourself, you have to change the mirror to change the world. So let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story of a man. You see, he was growing up. He was growing up, and of course, he had negative influences, from his friends. One likes intoxicate himself. One's addicted to junk food, but what they are addicted to the most is watching porn. That's addicted to, and he was on, before that, he was on purpose, working on himself mentally, physically, spiritually, and he decided, it's the first time for trying everything, for trying something new. You know how the saying goes. And, they showed him, his friends are showing him of what they watch, what they like to watch. And he showed him, and he watched it, he glanced, he looked at it briefly, and he moved away. So he was like, yo, what the F is that? That's dirty. But the next day, you know what? What you call it? He found it a bit interesting. He was curious, so he started watching it more and more and more, and became addicted to watch some dirty sites. They realized, oh shit! He's lacking drive, motivation, desire. He's skipping gym. He's skipping his reading. He's skipping his learning skill. All his important tasks, he's skipping it. He's skipping it, And so were his friends as well. Friends were, before they were watching porn, they were the same as him. But it just got spread out like poison, One was watching porn, then the next one got into it, next one into it. And then they all became porn addicts, And then it was going through that, it's getting worse and worse, it's getting overweight, his skin's not looking right, He doesn't see the point of living no more. Then he looked in the mirror and he said, he was shocked. He said, yo, this is how I look. I look absolutely a piece of shit. I look like garbage, trash. This is not me. This is not the man I dream to be, desire to be. So he looked at himself hard in the mirror, realizing that he's got one life. He's got one life to be what he can be, to fulfill potential. He doesn't want to be 80 years old. He doesn't want to be 80 years old and living in regret, his grandchildren, how bad of a loser he was in life. So he started getting back into going for the pain, day by day, go for the pain, back to his training, back to reading, back to learning his skill, back to his working towards his career. Everything that's purposeful, meaningful to him. He dragged himself back every day, do all that he can, maximize his time, and then boom. As months and months go by, he's back to where he started off. Before, of course, he got into the problems. And then he inspired. When he was working all this time by himself for the last 6 months, he inspired his friends. So, yo, do you want to be 80 years old, be living regret? Do you want to waste your life and potential, your skill, your talent away? So he spoke that to them. Obviously, it's entirely up to them what they're gonna do about it. And a couple of days later, whatever, they were telling him, he inspired and motivated him to get back to where the men they were before. And there you go. As time goes by, they're getting back to their masculine self. Quit corn, back on a self-improvement journey, and just progressing in every aspect of their life over a period of time. And that's it. That's the story of a man who was a weakling, soft, a loser, to becoming a warrior. And you can do exactly the same. So, if you continue to watch the path you're going on, you're going to a path of no return. You commit a major sin. The devil owns you for life. He owns you for life on a mental, physical level. Everything, he owns you. He owns you. So it's entirely up to you. He owns you now. Do you allow the devil to own you, or are you the boss of him? It's entirely up to you to decide. But if you need help to join warriors, in that, men that want to fulfill the potential, be all that they can be, then feel free to join the Infinite Potential community. Link in the description. And don't forget to pay the algorithm by hitting that like button, the subscribe button. With this video is going to be to as many men as possible who are suffering with porn addiction. That they are they're a shadow of themselves. They're down bad. They need this video right now to wake up and get back on their self-improvement journey. Get back to living a happy and fulfilled life. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.